Africans, Mandela betrayed colored people. When black people joined Umkhonto weSizwe, colored people also joined Umkhonto weSizwe. When black people were hanged, colored people were also hanged. When black people were taken to Robben Island, colored people were also taken to Robben Island. Black people had no choice, but colored people had a choice. And they said, we are going with our black brothers. Colored people, all, or majority of them, voted for Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. They believed in what black people believed in. Then something happened at Kodesa. White people, under the leadership of the National Party, told black people it was brilliantly evil. They said to them, you black people, you suffered more than colored people during apartheid. Which was true. Black people had to buy textbooks. Colored people didn't buy textbooks. Black people didn't have flushing toilets. They started to put flushing toilets for us. Black people didn't have tar roads. We had a few tar roads. So black people did suffer more. And they told the black people, colored people didn't suffer like you. They can't get the same benefits like you. I'm giving you history. But black leaders, they said, you are right. Let's change this. Colored people are no longer Africans. Mandela betrayed colored people. When Reverend Ellen Hendrickson realized that the majority of colored people are going with black people, what he did, he tried to be revolutionary. He took his members, they went to go and swim in the white only beach. 2 days after we clapped for them, P.W. Botha called them and they had to make a public apology for swimming in white people's water. MK was started. Black people joined MK. Colored people joined MK. The day after June 16, or a few days thereafter, students in Western Cape marched to Paulsmoor prison. The next day, they closed 520 colored schools in the Western Cape. Now, here's my point. When black people joined Umkhonto weSizwe, colored people also joined Umkhonto weSizwe. When black people were hanged, colored people were also hanged. When black people were taken to Robben Island, colored people were also taken to Robben Island. Colored people, black people had no choice, but colored people had a choice. And they said, we are going with our black brothers. Colored people, all, or majority of them, voted for Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. Because they believed in what black people believed in. Then something happened at Kodesa. White people, under the leadership of the National Party, with the negotiations, during the negotiations, told black people it was evil, but it was brilliant politically. It was brilliantly evil. They said to them, you black people, you suffered more than colored people during apartheid, which was true. Black people had to buy textbooks, colored people didn't buy textbooks. Black people didn't have flushing toilets, they started to put flushing toilets for us. Black people didn't have tar roads, we had a few tar roads. So black people did suffer more, and they told the black people, colored people didn't suffer like you, they can't get the same benefits like you. What black people should have said was, yes, they did get that privilege, but they shunted that privilege. I'm giving you history. But black leaders didn't say that. They said, you are right. Let's change this. Colored people are no longer Africans. We used to sing, My Boule in Africa. Come back, Africa. Colored people stop becoming Africans. Mandela betrayed colored people. You might not like to hear that, but you have to hear that. Colored people stopped becoming African. Legislatively, today, colored people are considered black. African people are African. Colored people, sorry, can you, I'm not going to allow that again. You do that one more time, you're out of here. I think it's best you go out. Colored people has not been considered African. Colored people are born in Africa. If we are an American, if you are born in America, you are an American. That is what they've done to colored people. They put a law. If you don't know it, as black people, I want you to know it today. They put a law that says opportunities should go to black people, which is colored people. They wrote that in general, but more to Africans. That's why today, and you have to hear this, that's why today you have, in a colored community, you can't get colored policemen at the police station anymore. At the colored clinic, you can't get colored nurses anymore. And when I say colored clinic, I mean a clinic in a predominantly colored community. Now we must not, I'm not the leader that's going to brush over stuff that divides us. We need to understand each other's pain in order to heal each other. NAFAs don't give bursaries to colored people. They will give sprinkler here, this one here, this one here. The wardens in the Western Cape, had to go to court to say to the court, please, let them at least also promote us also. But the mistake we colored people make, we think it's black people that does that to us. It is the black leaders and not the black people that does this to us. You must know the distinction. You must understand the distinction. So when you hear us speaking about colored people, you need to understand that black people had leaders at the table. White people had leaders at the table. Colored people had sellouts at the table.
Come on, President.
Now what makes the PA so wonderful is that we are the only party that stands up and says there's an expiry date to blame white people for apartheid. White people who were part of the struggle. There were white people that said, no, my goddelike beginsels, laat nie vir my toe, laat ons mense so moet behandel nie. Father Trevor Huddleston, Bayers not here. I can give you names of white people that stood by us. So this is where I'm going to. I want every person to know. When we speak about colored problems, we are not a colored party. When you see colored people getting so excited for the PA, I'm going to be honest with you. This is the 1994.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you know, Leader Beauty worked very hard for this party. And the night when we had to choose an MMC, they came to me. They said, we can't have a black woman. I fired all of them. And the Beauty is still today a member of the Patriotic Alliance. It was only Leader Walid that stood up for Leader Beauty. Now that must show you what we are building here today. Now, die Here soek jou hart moet rein wees. God wants your heart to be pure. We can't build met mense met veel harte. So I'm saying to you, you can't help it that you are black, you can't help it that you are colored, but you can help it to be a disciplined member of the Patriotic Alliance. I came to tell you that there was a time when we said we are only standing for colored people and we didn't get votes. Colored people didn't vote for us. But we had to change and say we stand for all the people, white, black, Indian, and colored. And God showed us a move in 2021. He gave us 86 seats in 2021. And the reason why you see there's church here is because you see, when you know where your help is coming from, you do things like this today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm just a vessel. I say to people, I'm not smart, I'm just obedient. God wanted the party that can bring him back into the schools. God wanted a party that can bring unity amongst his people.
Yes, sir.
God wanted a party that should cancel white, black, Indian, and colored, and we should be known as South Africans. God wanted a party that will look after all his children equally. So to the people of Knysna, I want to thank you today for heading the call. We are not perfect. We've made mistakes along the way, and we are paying for those mistakes. One of those mistakes we've made, particularly in Knysna, is because the people didn't come out in numbers to vote for the PA. That's why we have to settle for a coalition. This time, in the Western Cape, there will not be a coalition in the Western Cape.
There you have it, guys. Our African leaders are really doing their best to show how much they've envisioned the future, a sustainable future for Africa and its inhabitants. But you know, here in Kwazemi, we also love to hear from the people of Africa and lovers of Africa in the comments. So we encourage you to watch the videos as we post them here on Kwazemi, and do not fail to share your comments in the comments where you express your views, especially as people who love Africa and really wish the best for the future of Africa. So whatever it is you've heard and whatever it is you have a feeling about the speech you've just heard, please make sure to put it down in the comments. Thank you for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please share and like and subscribe, because that's the way you support Kwazemi as a channel, an Afrocentric channel, where we try to understand deeper issues in African history and hopefully develop a collective intelligence on how we wish to build the Africa we want to see as people of Africa. See you in the next one.